Welcome back to the newest episode of the Goofy Movies Podcast. With you, as always, our host, Moses,
Hello.
Connor,
Hi.
and yours truly, Adam. And this is episode 20.
We've been doing this for 1,000 years.
can, can you imagine that? Discussing the Goofy Movies podcast for 1,000 years. The Goofy Movies for 1,000 years. Can you imagine that's like our like we all die, go to hell, and that's our like punishment?
What makes you think we're already not there?
Huh?
What makes you think we're not already there?
You know,
What
people
if this is our purgatory, and this is what for 1,000 years we have to
A
talk
lot
about
of
the Goofy
things.
movies?
A lot of things seem to point to that being the case.
Well, I was about to say some people theorize that the world ended in 2012 with the Hadron Collider, like something went wrong, and the the Hydro Collider, whatever the fuck it's called, like fucked up, and like
Hadron
actually
Collider?
the Hadron Collider, yeah, and like it killed everyone, and now we're actually just in like a new reality that is actually just basically hell. There's some people who
Yeah,
believe that.
Yeah,
Hey,
makes sense
all
to me.
evidence kind of points to that.
I mean,
I have
sure.
one friend who thinks that we're all just being slowly eaten by a black hole over thousands of years.
Well, I mean that
I mean,
one's more likely.
And there is the inevitable heat death of the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be long dead before that.
Yeah, exactly. Like we won't.
Goofy will be nothing more than a faded memory.
No, Goofy would be another would be a planet. God Emperor Goofy.
I would fear that world.
do you think Goofy exists in the Dune universe?
I know for sure that he doesn't. If that's what you mean.
Do you think that there's a faction in Fallout that worships Goofy?
I think that my previous answer also applies to that one.
Yeah. So
I mean, that's just me going out on a limb here. But,
so what's it called? I was talking to one of our friends yesterday, and I was talking about the Disney propaganda films, and how you saw like Donald serve, but we also saw cartoons where Donald has like a fit, cartoon and a comic where Donald has like a fit of like sleepwalking PTSD, um, and she was saying like, oh, I'm positive Mickey never served. I'm like, you're not positive. Like we have no evidence because I don't think we ever saw like a official cartoon of Mickey serving.
he's stolen valor, dude.
He's stolen
Time that we
valor.
accept it.
He just
Like,
it's time to
I don't know
accept.
what you want me to say, but like, can you imagine
He
like
he's
Max
out.
walking
He dodged the draft saying he had heel spurs. That's why he's wearing those big shoes. They're orthopedics.
I got heel spurs. I got flat feet. I can't do it. I can't do Mickey.
that was not bad. I'll tell you that. It wasn't the
Better than whoever they got to replace. Yeah, it wasn't good, but
no, it wasn't bad. I'm like, well, you know.
whoever the new
Oh,
Mickey is, I'm not
sorry,
crazy
pal.
about him. But maybe it's just because like Kingdom Hearts is. I know I've said this a lot of times, but it's just poisoned a lot of my worldview. Like it's probably why I like Goofy as much as I do, because he's a bro in combat, and like Mickey just kind of is this character that sucks and breaks the lore of.
I
of-
hate it. I hate
I-
Mickey
I-
as a character
in
that
Kingdom
game.
Hearts, he's
Yeah.
fucking awful. Like I'm sure like he's not even all that interesting to me outside of that either. But like,
Dude, it's so fucking funny to
sucks.
me. It's so funny to me that I never got to play as Mickey in Kingdom Hearts 2. Like
it's surprisingly missable.
because I never died. It's so
Yeah.
easy to
I would have
live.
to try. I would have to go out of my way to try for like an hour to fucking summon Mickey. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
so
only for
I
certain
I fucked up on the Zolden fight too many times because I was stupid.
I've never had a trouble with
No.
any-
That Zaldin's a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, I was stupid like the NPCs and just going straight at him, which is the dumbest thing you do. You're not supposed to. This is supposed to be like,
I yeah.
But but no, yeah, like I never died ever. So Mickey never got summoned for me. So I found out about it after I had beat the game, and then I was like, oh, let me try to unlock this, and I did. I was like, I fucking hate playing against Mickey.
it's kind of stupid. Light, give me power.
That was really good. If you just put reverb over that, you'd be able to do that.
Just say just be like, okay, Adam, just repeat just use that voice again. Say shit about darkness and light, and like it'll be like the final cutscene of Kingdom Hearts 1 all over again.
God, I can't believe Nomura made me look at fucking shirtless Mickey.
I can't believe that Nomura had to find an excuse as to why Mickey was shirtless.
That's hilarious. That's like one of the funniest retcons in history.
That's
How fucking dare they?
In fucking all time.
What was weird to me was at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1 is why did Goofy and Donald go back to their classic cartoon outfits, and then immediately at the beginning of Chain of Memories they're back in their Kingdom Hearts cosplay?
Because they don off their armor, they don it on. It's like D&D, dog. You can do both, homie.
That's a really good answer, actually. Yeah, they just went to the equipment screen. They
had to go have a cooldown. They had to get repaired.
So yeah, they went to the cure screen. They spun around a bunch of times and they threw up when you unpaused it.
So it just occurs to me now that that like someone out there has probably attempted making like a Kingdom Hearts like tabletop RPG, and
it's the mobile game.
No, no. I'm talking about like a tabletop RPG.
Right, I know.
But can you imagine that shit?
I don't wanna.
That shit is wild to me. The idea
it could be fun.
I
still all right. Look,
no.
I'm the Kingdom Hearts defender on this, but I will represent Kingdom Hearts in this little debate.
Look,
no, I'm not. Look, my point is, I'm not saying that it would be bad. I'm just saying to the idea of tackling the concepts that are presented to you in Kingdom Hearts is like wild, cause like Keyblade user, like what are your classes? Knight, Keyblade user, wizard.
It'd be a nightmare.
And then what are your classes? Also, a lot of those type of games that I can't believe they explained the fucking Keyblade War in the fucking mobile game. I just remembered that. That never came out in America.
There can't be two Keyblade Masters. There's literally a graveyard full of them.
Yeah.
There can't be two. Shut the fuck. Anyway, I want to get back to Goofy.
Yeah.
Sorry for that tangent, fellow.
Yeah, we gotta pull back.
So I wanted to talk about Bobby. His name is Bobby Zarmowski, correct?
Zimmerowski.
It's SKI, right?
He's Polish?
Ostensibly.
So that's what I was about to say. Like, he's Polish. Do you think?
What about it?
What are you gonna say? You think he?
Well, I was just saying, like,
do I think he would?
Do you think like his parents have very strong feelings about the war?
All right, guys. So, making this announcement, I'm leaving the podcast.
I'm just saying, like, if they're Polish, like,
you're gonna ask, are they Jewish?
No, because they have Polish last names, which clearly implies that they're like yes, they were like, I know, but like it's like Bobby's not wearing like a yarmulke or anything, so it's like
yeah, we don't know if that cheese biz is kosher.
but what I mean is like, cause let's say like his like he like Bobby's is in he's in high school, right? Like and in 95. And so his parents have to be like at least 20 years older than him. So they're like 30. So they're born in like the 60s. And clearly, like, I would imagine that his grandparents like may have been the first to immigrate here. Actually, what the fuck do they feel about the Soviet Union? Right?
Um, I it's spelled with an I, not with a Y, right? And
I with a Y.
as far I with an I,
Yeah.
like with the thing you see.
Well, yeah, but like, what's good? The Soviet Union was still right there.
What I wanted to say is I looked up Zimmerowski
Zimmerowski.
on what's it called on
Google.
Google. Yeah, and it's not a name that actually exists.
Okay.
It's only you only find Bobby.
You only find Bobby.
Yeah, and so do we know that that's like a Polish name?
Well, the SKI implies that it's like a Polish name because if it was SKY, that would imply Russian. But like it definitely implies Eastern European, like of origin, at the very least.
I see. Now I'm looking at Polish naming customs here. Here, keep going.
I'm gonna just research about the history of Poland to.
Here, yeah, I'm looking up stuff about Poland. You guys keep going.
Do you think Goofy has strong feelings about like the Soviet Union and communism?
I feel like he would be a red-blooded American.
I was gonna say, God, I hope so.
I already paid my mortgage. Why should I pay property taxes? I bought this land. Why am I being charged to own land? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But in the words of Thomas Paine, it's life, liberty, and property.
I can just imagine like Max rebelling out against him with like who would be like the what is the name? Is it Garvez or
what?
What is the name of the? Yeah.
Oh God!
Che Guevara,
having a cringe fucking Che Guevara fucking shirt,
or like a poster in his room, and he's like, "Maxie, you take that blasphemy down right this instant."
Maxie, in a communist country, power line wouldn't exist.
Holy shit!
You would not be allowed to stand out.
Oh my fucking God.
It would not be eye to eye, it would be we to we.
Holy shit. My God. That was very good.
Dude. You know what? Everyone, audience, give an applause for Adam, bro. Guy, I know for a fact that was on the spot, on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, man, quick-witted, quick as a fucking whistle, bro. Damn, dude. That was masterpiece, dog.
I'm proud of that joke. I had some good ones under my belt.
We should probably cut a little bit of us patting ourselves on the back.
Hell no!
How dare you?
Okay.
I earned that.
I mean, everyone earned like hearing that.
Dude, I'm like, yo, honestly, like, yo, I'm just impressed. But yeah, I also believe Goofy. Either Goofy doesn't care about politics at all, which is more likely, or Like he's just like, I'm a red-blooded American.
Pete would definitely be against communism.
Yeah,
he would be the first on the
distribution
chopping
of
block.
wealth. Why should I distribute it? I got to
You can
argue.
distribute it all into my pocket.
Fucking, I come off topic a little, but I think one of my favorite interactions on Twitter recently, was someone someone tweeted at Seth Rogen is like, why do you support communism? And he's like, because I believe in like equality of equity. And I just tweeted, I was like, all right, then give me money, bro. And someone was like, wow, you're like asking a rich person for your money because your employer doesn't pay you? I was like, who said my employer's not paying me? My employer's paying me, but he's rich. He should distribute his wealth. Like,
imagine he just message you, yo, give me. It's like, yo, what's your cash app?
what's your cash at?
Yeah, like I gotta delete.
It's like, shit, you right, fam. What's your cash app?
That would be that'd be funny. Another funny thing was someone responded to my tweet saying, it was like, oh, that's like saying why if you don't like starving children in Africa so much, why don't you go feed them yourself? And I'm like, what?
Why don't you?
Yeah, why don't you?
Why don't you? Yeah.
It's like, bro, I saw that tweet and I burst out laughing. I was like, holy shit, dude. I was like, I really don't know. And then he's like, because it won't cause societal change. And I was like,
So just
changed
don't
my
cry
life.
then. Oh, okay, word.
hey, so I was like, so I was just there. I was about to be like, that kind of low-key implies that like they can't change their society for themselves.
This is not about Goofy. I don't like this. Let's
Oh,
move
that's
on.
fair. That's fair.
I got two things I would like to get on. One thing is really quick is how many foot fetishes do you think rose out of the Goofy movie after seeing Goofy's gigantic feet?
I don't.
What's the next part? What's the
all
other
right.
thing you want to say?
Like, you really expected that to be like a quick one?
Yeah, that's not a quick one.
That requires dissection. But what's the other one?
It requires nothing.
The other thing I would be is like, I think honestly the ideal job for Goofy would be like some kind of teacher, since he can interact with kids like young children daily, and like they never have to worry about kids growing up, so to speak, because he'll always have like new kids to be look after.
Yeah, but
And,
his accident, his ability, his accident prone nature like puts him in danger of children. Because yes, technically, the only people who get typically hurt by Goofy's hijinks are Goofy, criminals, and like Pete.
Well, I mean, like Max and his friends and stuff never got hurt,
Well, that's what I was about to say. But I'm saying like to expect that to work all the time, especially off camera, it's a bit of a stretch to assume that no innocent bystanders have ever gotten hurt.
Well, I mean, like, as long as he was not like teaching fucking like wood shop or something, it's like if he just teaches just I don't know, English or something, or like mathematics or something like that.
I'm just imagining Goofy like being like, "Here's your textbooks," whoa, and just chucks like a textbook like at full speed at a kid's face. It's like that shit hurts.
I would see like him as like, I don't know what I'd see him in, like maybe like home ed, since he's like such the ultimate dad at home, so and stuff. And I would feel like if Pete went into school like being a teacher too, he would 100% be a gym teacher.
Pete would be a gym teacher, but like also home economics for Goofy, that guy would blow up an oven, bro.
Well, you gotta have Goofy hijinks, and there would be plenty of hijinks to have.
Yeah, but like the school has. I mean,
if they made a show, like if the premise of a show, like
if it's the premise of a show, okay, that's different. I was thinking about I was just thinking about like cameras removed. Goofy needs to get a job. He needs to get his life together. Bam.
Well, I would be like, for example, like a sequel series to Goof Troop, like what he got his degree, and then he realizes like, well,
Well,
his son is all, like that's what I'm saying, like to continue the Goofy universe.
well, yeah, yeah. It depends on what he got his diploma in, which we don't really know.
Mm-hmm. I'm
But
saying like that's
like,
how I would write a sequel series.
I mean, I
With
wouldn't. If I was gonna do a sequel series, I would do something more focused on Max, right? I
I
want
don't
to do
know. I
some.
mean,
I want to do something focused on Goofy, because yeah, again, if you're
all right.
doing a sequel, Goofy story's finished by the end of an extremely Goofy movie. His arc is complete. He's like, like he could be a good side character.
I don't know. Because I mean, like also like like in extremely Goofy movie, the man turned his grades around like with complete 180 and got all A's.
You dig it all.
I don't know if his grades were failing, but he turned it all around and got straight A's, which is like not an easy thing, especially if he was supposed to be like this is supposed to be his fourth year. I mean, we don't know what his classes are, but like
Yeah.
the man's not a dummy. He may be accident prone, but
Once he got his C, he got the focus.
yeah.
But
I don't know. I feel like he'd be a really good role model to kids.
he could be a good role model to kids, but
And I feel like he'd be most happy in there.
yeah, I don't know. What do you feel about that, Connor? What do you feel would be like a good job for Goofy?
Uh, shit, I don't know. Like, probably some sort of acrobat because he would do it. He'd be really good at it, but completely by accident.
Hmm. But
Like he'd fly through the air and people would be like, "Wow, that's amazing," but he'd just be like, "Well, Jesus, fuck, get me the fuck down, God Almighty." You know,
Wow!
like
this,
it would have to be something that you can be well, you can't be accidentally good at acrobatics, but he would be.
you know what might be a good thing for Goofy, like a camp counselor or something.
Maybe a camp counselor, probably.
Like run a camp, like an all year camp or some shit.
Hmm.
Cause cause I think that would be like he like like I not to say like if I'm being honest, like I know this gets sound a little bit fucked up, but like something like similar to like a fat camp. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A fat camp?
A fat camp. You remember those, right?
Does those still exist?
I have no idea. You know about those,
Well, I
right,
know
Connor?
not during.
Yeah, I mean I know about them, but like, why that specifically?
Well, cause like what's it called? You sent kids to fat camp to improve themselves, like get skinnier or whatnot. Like that's like I can imagine. Like,
He would be like really like encouraging and
yeah, like that's exactly. He would send like you would send kids who maybe like not getting along with their peers, maybe they're a bit antisocial, maybe they're just like in a funk. Maybe get them to like it's like, all right, kids, I'm gonna teach you how to fish, and then he does the perfect cast in front of them, and he's like, whoa, he's like, no, I can't teach you that. That's a good family secret.
that's a secret. You're not allowed to know it, you fat piece of shit.
He does the perfect cast too. The kids get sacrificed. Why would you do it, Goofy?
Goofy, why? Like yeah.
But no. But yeah, like I think like maybe like a camp counselor of sorts. He could be like he could be good at that. I'm trying to think of things that like you could use a college degree for.
Be a jazz musician.
Where where do you see Goofy having music acumen?
See now, I feel as though you paused because you thought about it. You were like, you know what? Yeah,
No,
but
I had to.
but that's fine. It does still warrant explanation. So, again, it's just something that you can accidentally be kind of good at. right? Right, my fellow. Like, if you're a jazz musician, write in the comments about how correct I am. Right.
Skibbity-bop-bop-bop.
He just
Yeah,
becomes
exactly.
Goofy just becomes a scat man.
I would love it. I'm for it personally.
I don't think I could. I'm good enough at Goofy's voice to do Goofy and scat.
That's basically how you practice Goofy, is just by like making
Scatting.
noises. Yeah,
Um,
you know.
you know.
I'm gonna fuck you.
I didn't mean to do it. Like,
Yes, you did.
like no, like, it was just a like I was like, oh, I'll do it. Like I like
Yeah, that's.
like as soon as
Wait, it was just a gut response. That's even worse.
I know.
Let me
like it was like leaving my mouth, and I'm like, why am I doing Haruko's voice for this?
Come on, come on.
Oh,
I love doing Camon.
Um,
What if Goofy was Camon and Fully Cooley? Let's act that one. Let's not do
what if Goofy was a character in Smash?
hey, Talcoon.
Oh God. I like that. That's all I say on this podcast now is just I like that or I don't like that.
But I like that.
Hey,
I like that.
Talcoon. He who conquers the
Bingo.
left,
He
Hey.
conquers the left side, conquers the world.
chief. Oh,
Yep. Kirby would just have
Fucking
Kirby would just have his
world.
little hat in ears.
What powers would he get from Goofy?
The perfect cast.
The
A
perfect
huge
cast. The
Throwing
Mingakio-
horseshoes.
The Mingakio perfect
The
cast.
perfect cast would be his recovery, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Just like a disembodied, like. you
Goofy
know,
for Smash.
guys, put him in. He's a video game character.
He is a video game character. But has he ever
He is.
been in a Nintendo game? Yes, he has.
Chain of
No.
Memories technically counts.
Yes, Chain of Memories.
And
Mhm.
Dream Drop Distance was, or no, wait.
No, he's not in
Yep.
Dream Drop Distance.
Oh yeah, he really
Wait,
is.
Recoded.
Recoded,
Recoded
he's in.
and-
He's in Recoded. See, you had to think about it first, because I said Dream Drop Distance too, but no. You have those dream fucking fucks that are your companions instead. Those fucking losers.
People
I didn't
really
like
like
that
the.
game.
Huh?
Huh?
Apparently, people really like the Dream Companions.
I like the Dream Companions. I just hated that some of them were hard to get, because they were all able to be a companion, right? Like that was like the whole deal.
Mm.
Pretty much every enemy that you fought, you could also like recruit, which is cool. But
The
like
te-
the way you had to do it was like with
It was by
there
chance,
was-
wasn't it?
kinda, yeah. It was, yeah. It wasn't, and that's where your abilities are locked to that, to raising them. So like
Yeah,
you
like-
get combo plus and like air jump and
I could never get the T-Rex
And-
one, and I was get fucking mad.
You get cock up from one of them, from the T-Rex one, I think actually. You
Kyrie,
get,
I got cock up.
We're
You
getting
don't
back
have AP
into.
to equip it. Sorry, you don't have enough AP to equip
Sarah. Sarah.
it. Yeah, Kyrie,
Hey, Kyrie. Holy crap,
Alright.
Kyrie. And send this.
If you're just tuning in, you're listening to the worst podcast that anyone has ever created.
A funny interaction on Twitter actually happened recently, where because like all that craziness happened earlier this week.
Mhm.
But
What are you talking about?
do you want me to
I
just?
don't know. What happened earlier this week?
It was last Tuesday, was it not?
Wednesday.
Last Wednesday. Last
Yeah,
Wednesday, like there's like that crazy fucking riot that happened.
Yeah, at Capitol Hill.
Not Capitol Hill, Capitol Building.
Uh,
But but so someone posted this fucking meme saying like, "Oh, this movie predicted the rise of Trump all those years ago," and and you just see the fucking still image of Max with the fucking sunglasses from a Goofy movie, and it's like, it's a Goofy movie, so goofy now. and and I just linked the Goof the Vote fucking podcast episode, and someone asked me, they're like, "Do you just search up Goofy?" They're like, "Do you just search up Goofy and like just plug in your podcast anywhere?" And I was like, surprisingly, I don't. I don't look up Goofy. The universe just bestows me the perfect opportunities.
Dude, that's scary.
The meme magic is strong.
Too strong. It's really scary. I hear him. I hear Goofy everywhere now when we do this.
I can't escape Goofy.
I'm
I
sick of
can't
a
escape
Goofy.
Hey, Goofy invaded my life so much that I goofed to my girlfriend.
We have to cut that.
Why? Wait, why?
No, I know.
I don't. I'm the one.
We have to cut that silence out, but
No. I love this episode so far. Oh god. But
you are listening to the Self-Congratulatory Podcast. Later, we covered.
You know what? That should be our next podcast. Just us complimenting each other the entire time.
We already
You can do that for Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah,
Just
we could
self-love.
do. Yeah. Some self-love.
We should kiss each other.
We should kiss each other live, on air, on camera.
We should do some sort of like. We should try to get that Goofy skating game. Somehow.
We should try to get that Goofy skating game.
And do like a let's play.
Yeah,
Mod it so it runs at like 60 frames a second in the RE engine.
In the RE engine. But yeah, oh man. Ah man. But
man. I think so too.
But what do you think Pistol would look like by the time like a Goofy movie and Extremely Goofy movie happened?
Goofy movie, she'd just be probably going like into high school, maybe, or like just or like 8th grade.
Wait, isn't she like decently younger than Max?
The show kind of says either she's 4.5 or 5.5. Like they've said it. They said it.
Well, that
her
yeah,
age
but
different.
like that's what I'm saying. Like Max is 11.5 in the beginning of the series.
So she's about 7 to 8 years younger. Well, by the time Extremely Goofy movie happens,
she'd be 9 then.
That's freaky.
Because he's about 18 at minimum in Extremely Goofy movie.
An Extremely Goofy movie, he's at minimum 18.
So she'd be
minimum 11.
She should be in 7th grade.
Yeah.
She'd be as old as Max was in no. Yeah, she would be as old as Max was at the beginning of Goof Troop.
I think that would be a good show. Like a sequel series where it followed Pistol, where she was Max's age. Right?
Yeah, Pistol. I guess I haven't watched enough of
I'm just saying, I'm just one of those people that I love callback to obscure shit. You know?
Yeah. That would be obscure.
Yeah. Because, that's the shit that I don't know, man. I think, because, there's just a plethora of stuff to, pull from, you know? And that's, the things that's, kind of, annoying to me sometimes. Is, people are oh, you should make this shit. It's why don't you just grab the shit you already have? You know? But,
yeah. I don't think people would get super hype over that though, because I don't think a lot of people really.
Well, no, it would be the Pete equivalent of Goof Troop. You get what I mean?
I guess. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it
Like
just
it, I like I think people would tune into a show about Pete because like it's like, oh, he doesn't get the spotlight a lot typically.
But like he's just, I feel like because the reason why it would be a hated show because of how much of a dick he was in Goof Troop.
Well, yeah, I mean, who the fuck is talking about Goof Troop beside us? The only thing I ever see is like involving Goof Troop is like Peg Pete porn. So like, if I'm being totally honest,
come on, internet, do better.
Like straight up, the last thing I saw Peg in was her just smashing a dude's like balls with her fist.
Really?
Yeah, like it's this artist who drew like Peg in like BDSM gear, and she's like holding like a cock and like the balls. She's like, okay, open palm or close fisted, honey, and then the follow up images are her just smashing it like close fisted with like a weird smug face on her. Like that's it. That's the last time I heard it. Like that's the closest I've heard beside us talk about Goof Troop. So like,
wow.
Like, have any of y'all heard anything else about Goof Troop?
No, but what's this? Can you send me the link to the?
I could easily send you this link. I have that photo saved.
I got that shit on lock.
Yo, I'm waiting for commissions, homie.
Oh no.
No,
I truly fear.
Well, no, because that person like asked for requests, and I said, "Give me an adult pistol." Like, I was like, and then I realized like I should have trusted this artist to like just have that power.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think the next Goofy commission I'm gonna get is like of Mona. Mona, yeah, from Twice Upon a Christmas. Because it'd be funny. Because it's just weird. Because I'm such an asshole. Because I think it's
yeah.
Well, the first step is admitting you have
homie,
the problem.
I was kidding.
well, because I think it's funny to ask an artist like, hey, can I get a commission of Mona? And it's like they're like, Mona from what? I'm like, Mona from Twice Upon a Christmas, and they're like, fucking what? Excuse me? Can you like imagine that shit though? And like then they have to like watch the short and be like, and like find like they have to find like their best like type of references, even though like she's like barely in it. And they're like, and like, oh man, damn bitch, you live like this. Every fucking time I see that image, it just makes me laugh.
Damn, bitch, I think therefore I
am. Yes, bro.
Yeah, that's I shared that on Facebook with you guys.
It's so fucking funny.
I love that. It's the funniest shit in the world. And it still ends with, "Damn, bitch, you live like this."
Mm-hmm.
That's like my favorite part.
Every time.
After that whole thing.
I cannot tell you how many e-girls I've sent this photo to. Because every time it's just like their rooms are like ruined, and I'm just like, damn, you live like that?
Damn, bitch.
Like I'm an asshole.
Damn, baby, honey, darling, you live like this?
My sweet baby darling, you live like this?
Sweet girl.
Hey, put down the knife, Roxanne.
Oh God!
Put down the fucking knife, Roxanne.
We can't.
There's OnlyFans. We have to have cross references with the Oni plays, right? Hey Connor, it's you. No, but yeah, man. Um, so do other places exist? So like Spoonerville is like
Yes.
Spoonerville exists in Ohio,
Somewhere.
and Los Angeles is like a real world city that transfers over to this universe.
Yes.
So it's just like, do we know? Do we know what Duckburg is? Where is Duckburg? Life is truly like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
In Duckburg?
So probably
Wait, is that
hurricane.
also-
Wouldn't that be somewhere like, the New Orleans area?
like
Florida?
hurricanes are coastal, right? They're not like. Oh no, I'm thinking of. Okay, sorry, my brain.
Duckburg is the fictional city located in the fictional U.S. state of Calisota that serves as the as the
That's
home.
far,
Yeah,
that's far
apparently
more
it's like
east than I
yeah,
thought
they
it would be.
apparently it's like in Calisota, which looks like to be like a replacement for California.
Is it like the unholy spawn of California and Minnesota?
I don't know. A map in Donna Rosa's Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck shows Calisota covers the part of California north of Sacramento. Its location is roughly corresponds to the real world proposed state of Jefferson. I mean, okay, what the fuck?
Wait, hold on. What? Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. But still, what?
So like the northern part of where Nevada has that angle, and the square top of fucking California is like where Calisota is supposed to be essentially.
Mm.
Huh.
Like that.
Okay.
So yeah, apparently yeah.
So that's where Duckburg is.
Yeah. Is Donald Duck black?
Well,
Someone asked,
yes.
someone asked that people ask, is Donald black?
He's a duck.
He's a duck. Yeah, for real.
He's a duck.
Donald Duck.
People are so weird about shit like that.
But it can't. But that's weird. I mean, if we agree that the dogs are like
equivalent of black people, they're not actually black people. Yeah, again, they're the fucking people who said Chuck Berry is from Spoonerville. We didn't say that. They said that.
Wait, are humans in
As far as we can tell, no, unless we're counting Quack Pack, which we don't know how canon Quack Pack is. I am big serious.
canon? No, you're right. I know.
Look,
that was mostly for me. That like it was another that I'm knitting.
Reassure yourself.
Like it was another like I'm knitting a sweater with the thinnest threads like fucking like moment again. Like
the only way I can in my mind I could technically make the connection that
Quack Pack
is canon because here's the logic. In one episode of Goof Troop, we see that Pistol has a toy, and on the toy is like one of the villains from Darkwing Duck, and Darkwing Duck is canon to
well, it's also canon
DuckTales.
to yeah,
and therefore, if Quack Pack is canon to DuckTales, then by transitive property, Quack Pack is canon to.
But we don't know. Like, there's not there's one massive flaw in your logic.
What is that?
There's no actual canonical connection between Quack Pack and DuckTales.
Well, we have to watch it, and then I'm saying like if there is I have to see, but at least we know that DuckTales is canon to
to Quack Pack.
Goof Troop.
To
I'm
Goof
saying
Troop.
that's established.
But yeah, that's established. But my whole point is that like the verification of Quack Pack's like canon, like or like it's like kind of like what it's like. Well, it's kind of like it's kind of like that Spider-Man Unlimited show. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah. Wait a minute. I do remember that.
Where it kind of like pretends to be a sequel to the animated series when it's actually not. It's its own completely separate entity. You know?
Huh.
Like I feel like Quack Pack fits in that scenario where it's just like it's like, oh, it's technically a sequel to it, but not in a meaningful way whatsoever. But no, yeah, exactly. It like the so yeah, like but my point is to all the things that we know are canon, except with there's one singular exception of a human being existing within this universe. And what is that, Adam?
Goofy.
What? What?
You just said Mickey Mouse.
No, what? It's Twice Upon a Christmas. We see Santa.
Oh, sorry.
Santa's human.
So I was too busy reading up on the lore of Quack Pack to see, you know, I kind of zoned out while I was like trying to prove my point.
Anywho,
we're talking. I'm sorry.
Either way, the only canonical human to really exist is Santa. But due to Santa's mythological existence, we don't know if he's like an oddity or not.
Santa. Well, that is weird that they didn't make him like some sort of dog character.
Yeah, that's what I would expect. Also,
that's really weird. Actually, I don't like that. Maybe there was some kind of contractual, like, not contractual thing, but like some kind of thing where like I don't know, they can't like display like Santa as anything other than like the traditional.
I would imagine Santa is in public domain, so I can imagine you could do whatever the fuck you want with him.
I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, like, what's it? South Park shot him down in Iraq, like, for fuck's sake.
I forgot about that. That's pretty funny.
By the way, every single time I say Santa, I think Santa, like straight up from fucking South Park. They shot down Santa. We need. That. I fucking imagine fucking the fucking lion.
Yeah, Aslan.
Aslan be like, we need Santa.
We need you to imagine Santa.
Imagine Santa. I fucking love Imagination Land. But no, yeah, it's just like I would imagine he's in public domain, so I can imagine you could do whatever the fuck you want with him.
Yeah. Probably, but I guess my guess would be that like.
Isn't it weird that I've read a dojin about like a single housewife who like waits for Santa to fuck him?
God.
No, that's not weird.
Wait, you said fuck him?
Yeah, Santa.
You said a single housewife
to fuck Santa
waits up for Santa to fuck him. You should have got your pronouns wrong.
No,
why aren't you fucking Santa?
For her to fuck him. I didn't. What? At what point? What did I say?
You said be the one fucking him.
You said the single housewife waits up for Santa to fuck him.
Her husband. So
waits for Santa to fuck. That's not wrong. That's just like there's like a comma there, an implied. Fuck off.
Implied. Okay.
Nigga, you're the one who didn't know you and yours. Fuck off.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's a fucking thing. You and yours. I hope you and yours are doing well. Fucking.
Best wishes to you and yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fucking all-encompassing phrase. I wish the best to you and yours. I hope you and yours are doing well. All that jazz.
I hope you and yours have sex with me.
Signed.
Let's see.
It's a very common phrase.
Very common phrase.
Co-producers Kevin Crosby Hops and Toby Shelton turned to Donald Duck shorts for inspiration for Quack Pack. Shelton considers Quack Pack as more of an extension of the original Donald Duck shorts than of DuckTales.
Booyakasha!
Although Ludwig von Drake does make a couple of appearances on the show.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
So it's like it's not a direct sequel, but it's not ruled out either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's kind of like Spider-Man Unlimited is like there's nothing inherently about Spider-Man Unlimited that like completely says that it can't exist within the Spider-Man animated animated show. But it would just be, but it's also the connection is so ephemeral that it doesn't matter.
Ephemeral.
Yes, ephemeral. Are we just gonna count on the fucking phrases and words I use?
What does ephemeral mean? I've heard that word before, and it was in that fucking Genie movie with Shaquille O'Neal.
Kazam?
And he says, "I can't grant wishes like that. It's ephemeral."
Lasting for a very short time. Ephemeral.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. That's what I thought it was, like temporary. Or wait, why can't he grant wishes that are ephemeral?
Because they don't. They're because it's just stupid to grant ephemeral wish.
That's fucking stupid, kid.
You dumb. You dumb.
You dumb
stupid.
as fuck, kid. That's a stupid ass wish. I wish you'd just say that then.
Yeah, you know what?
Tall. You asked me for that?
You're right. You know what? That's what held the movie Kazam back.
Exactly. First off, I love that movie. It is terrible. I love it.
Isn't it fucking wild to think that Shaquille O'Neal was in an official DC superhero movie?
What?
He was in Steel.
Shazam?
No, Steel.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I forget about Steel.
And
Holy
that's straight
shit.
up the DC superhero.
DC wants you to forget about Steel too.
Look, I assume they do because it's not that great of a movie. Like the ending scene where the chick in the wheelchair has her wheelchair have her stand up straight is kind of weird. It's just weird that it's just because I did not get a romantic thing between her and Shaq at all.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's that's such an awkward movie.
It's so awkward. Also, there's no Superman mentioned in that shit. Well, that I remember clearly. But
well, yeah, because he was when Superman died, right?
Well, that's in the comics. I have no idea how it is in the fucking movie.
That would be fucking hilarious if, after not having a proper Superman movie for 20 years, Steel comes out and it's they're just yeah, Superman's a bitch. He's fucking dead at the start of the movie. And it's just this icon that hasn't been around for fucking ever, and then it's just oh no, it's a movie about Shaq.
Shaq and just oh man, I want to watch that movie again, but I don't.
I'm watching the trailer for it right now. It's really amazing.
Isn't it wild?
She was shooting lasers out of her wheelchair. This movie looks incredible.
Yeah, it was a wild movie, extremely.
And we're getting wildly.
Well, anyway.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, yeah. So the idea, Quack Pack canon, very questionable. It's hard to even like
Canon-ish, I'd say.
Nah, I'm not
Like
copying.
canon?
I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say it's an NA, you know, not of it like not applicable. Like you just don't know currently. Because it's like and like if there's no real connection, I'm gonna have to say it's not. Because like it's like there's nothing about Quack Pack that affects anything else outside of it.
Let's put it this way: Quack Pack is to Goof Troop as Steel is to Superman.
The worst part is you're right.
I know. That would be why I said it. Like they just kind of don't. Yeah, they're parallel things that are technically related.
Fuck. I'm sorry. Like, yet another thing that's like off topic. I just remembered when we were talking about like the shit that happened at the state capitol, and I asked like, "Do you think Dale from King of the Hill would have been there?" And like me and you were both like, "Of course not." He was like, "That's what they expect you to think."
Hank, haven't you ever heard of a trap before?
They did it in Venezuela. Fuck. But but anyway, but yeah, like Quack Pack's like I'm just gonna say it's like one of those things. If there's nothing that references like Quack Pack in any meaningful way, which there isn't, then I'm gonna have to rule it not. I know that's and I know you could try to say, oh well, what about Twice Upon a Christmas? Fair, but the thing is, Twice Upon a Christmas is at the end of the timeline currently, so there's technically nothing to refer back to it. So
unless the third movie, like
unless the third, yes, like, of course, if a third movie comes out and it's like Mona never existed, blah blah blah, then 100% Twice Upon a Christmas isn't canon, obviously. But as of so far, like the fact that it's the furthest in the timeline and nothing in current canon makes it non-canon is therefore it's very understandable to accept it as canon. Mind you, I will say technically you can go out of your way and be like, it's not canon because I don't want to be. Totally fair. But there's inherently nothing about that canon that stops it from being it. But something like Quack Pack that existed, that had future works, that came out after Quack Pack, that never referred to Quack Pack within universe, mind you, we're talking about like House of Mouse and like an extremely goofy movie, Once Upon a Christmas and Twice Upon a Christmas. Well, no, Once Upon a Christmas couldn't actually refer to it because that would be impossible for them. But essentially, that well, because we know Once Upon a Christmas isn't canon anyway. But anyway. But like, since there's nothing to like technically refer to it, like with works that came out afterwards, which mind you they didn't have to because there's no reason to refer to Quack Pack at that point. But it still leaves the point that they didn't, and so far that's where we left. That it just has no connection, no strong connection. So I'm gonna have to rule it non-canon. Like not canon. What about you, Connor?
I think that Steel is actually underrated as far as films go. No,
I've never seen Steel.
I've never seen it either. I've seen bits of it.
I've seen that whole movie.
It's looks pretty bad, but no, it's probably not. It's probably not canon. They didn't do like a Jimmy Timmy Power Hour for it, so it's not.
They didn't do a Jimmy Timmy Power Hour for it.
They should have done like a.
Yeah, well, that's like the shit that like pisses me off when like companies have so many IPs, and like they could really meaningful like have them like cross over and like intersect with each other, but they just don't. Like that shit sucks.
The only Disney thing I remember that they ever did that for was Lilo and Stitch. They did a lot of it.
Yeah, Lilo
Like,
and Stitch had a lot of like guest stars.
yeah, every episode they had a guest star of like they did Recess, they did Proud Family, they did Kim Possible, they did American Dragon Jake Long. Fucking
I
great
think
show.
Yeah.
probably partially at least because that's like part of his shtick in the like initially it was part of like Stitch's whole shtick was that like remember the first trailers?
Oh
like,
yeah, the
had him in the
promotions.
other
Yeah,
movie?
he fucked with
Yeah.
other Disney properties.
And they were like,
yeah.
he's a little monster. Look at him. But
Uh,
I guess it's I don't know. It's not really the same thing, but like I guess it makes a little bit of sense.
He's the Deadpool equivalent of the Disney universe.
Yeah, exact. Honestly, yeah. Like in a sort of weird way, yes.
but
Even
yeah.
in like, oh sorry, go ahead.
No, because one of the things that people get really annoyed at all the time, like as an example, is that like Capcom has so many properties, but Capcom has never made like a fighting game like involving all their properties, which stupid.
Yeah,
Because it's just like imagine there was like a fighting game with Mega Man, Devil May Cry, Street Fighter, Darkstalkers, Sengoku Basara, Resident Evil, Ashura's Wrath, fucking like there's like Battle Circuit, fucking Captain Commando, fucking
Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
Phoenix Wright. Like they have so many properties. Okami.
the fucked up thing is it's
Dead
that,
Rising.
Dead Rising. But go on.
what's that cross game that like it's like a weird RPG, but it has all of those characters and they interact with each other. I think even Kiryu's in it.
Project
Yeah, he is.
Project Crossover.
Project Cross.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the closest that will probably because that
Well,
has Capcom and
Capcom, Sega, and
Oh man, oh
Namco?
I forgot Onimusha.
Onimusha. But yeah, like it's like I think it's Namco. Like it's like a random company because like you had like Super Robot Wars in there, which never came to the fucking, which like only like one of them came to the fucking States.
Isn't Super Robot Wars in and of itself also a crossover?
Yeah,
series?
but they have original characters.
And the hilarious thing is, technically, Capcom could include Disney characters in that fighting game because they made DuckTales and other
That's
Disney
not how
games on
that's not how that works though.
Oh. Guess spirits?
Well, I mean, like what's what like they would need to make a new license because like I'm talking about like because yeah like I'm talking about like Capcom owned properties because Capcom owns Sengoku Basara, the property.
Oh yeah, that's. Oh, I'm just looking at video games. They can put Dragon's Dogma characters.
Dragons.
Fuck, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fucking...
obviously Mega Man.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Beautiful Joe.
Dude, fucking. Oh, dude, I just realized what a massive missed opportunity in fucking Tatsunoko versus Capcom when they had the fucking Lost Planet. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
They had the fucking Lost Planet robot. Remember?
Yeah.
As a character that you could play. Remember that, Connor?
I didn't play that game, but I remember Lost Planet.
But you remember how they had the giant robots in Lost Planet that you could you could drive?
Yeah.
So in fucking Tatsunoko versus Capcom, you could like it was like either it was like a 2v2 fighter, but you could they had two giant characters in the game. One of them was a Tatsunoko character, and another one was fucking the robot from fucking one of the better robots from fucking Lost Planet. You could put in a fucking monster from Monster Hunter.
It would have to be a somewhat small. It's
No.
They put giant shit in that. Yeah, they could put a monster from Monster Hunter.
Yeah, you could put in like fucking Rathalos or Near Gigante, or I would I don't know. Like Rathalos is like the iconic, like the more iconic one.
Yeah,
but
it would end up being Rathalos.
It would end up being Rathalos, but I think Near Gigante would be a more interesting like mechanics wise. But who knows? But
One
yeah.
that would be really interesting mechanics wise would be Gore Magala or Gore Magala or whatever, however you pronounce it. I've never heard it spoken out loud. But like it ended up being like that or like a flagship monster, even though like flagship monsters would technically like age the game. But yeah,
but yeah, like but anyway, getting back to it, it's just like it sucks.
Yeah.
But it just sucks when you have so many properties that you can cross over with that it just doesn't. Like that was like a big thing in our childhood. Was like those crossovers because like it wasn't just like Lilo and Stitch. Like Kim Possible had like random. There was just like even like their live action shows had crossovers.
Yeah, the sweet life, the not so sweet life of like Hannah Montana. That was a big crossover episode.
That was a big crossover episode,
Yeah.
but like it's just crazy. It's just like weird. Like what's it called? Like did you know? Like remember? I don't know if you guys remember this, but like were you like okay? I'll ask this: were you guys at the Power Rangers when you were younger?
Yeah, of course.
Like, do you remember when the fucking show would have an episode where they brought back the previous team?
Yes, that was always hype.
Did you know they fucking stopped that? Like after they stopped that after like I want to say they stopped that after like Mystic Force. Like Mystic Force like didn't have a crossover episode with like the season before it, which I think was
SPD.
No, I don't think SPD was before because I think they had something.
It was because
it's
remember
Mighty Morphin Zero. Well, okay, Mighty Morphin Alien Zeo. Fuck, what was that? Turbo, Space, Lost Galaxy, Time Force. Then after Time Force is
Lightspeed Rescue.
Lightspeed Rescue. Then after Lightspeed Rescue, what?
That's the one I grew up with.
Lightspeed Rescue.
No, I think we got it.
Yeah.
Backwards. I think Lightspeed Rescue and then Time Force. Because I remember one of the villains.
Yeah, you're right. Because Lightspeed Rescue is the first one that had no actual connection to the previous series. Because there's Lightspeed Rescue, then it was Time Force. After Time Force was
Jungle Fury.
It wasn't no Wild Force. I think it is.
Yeah. Then Mystic Force.
No, it wasn't Mystic Force. After that.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Ninja Storm.
Yeah, exactly. Ninja Storm. After Ninja Storm.
Then Dino Thunder.
Then SPD. What was after SPD?
Mystic Force.
It might have. Yeah. Damn.
Look, I'm gonna look it up right now. Power Rangers series.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you, but damn. But yeah, they fucking stopped doing that shit. They stopped doing the crossovers, like with like the previous team, like because like Mystic Force had a crossover, but it was like just super random Rangers. Like I think Samurai had no crossover whatsoever. Then again, Samurai sucked, but still. But yeah, it's just like it just sucks that like that shit doesn't happen anymore. Because I don't know. I think it's really cool when like shit crosses over like that, you know.
Yeah, it is cool.
I mean, they did do some crossovers. Didn't they do like one episode where like all the Red Rangers?
That was Wild Force. But yeah, like
no, because they even had our boy from SPD become a Red Ranger. The Green Ranger finally became red.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like that, like the previous team coming back. Like they had it, but they didn't have like the previous team coming back.
Yeah, and I was right. Yeah, SPD, Mystic Force, then Operation Overdrive, Jungle Fury, yada yada yada.
Anyway.
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's weird how prolific DuckTales and Goof Troop were in their time. I don't even think they even did a crossover with what do you call it?
They had that
Darkwing Duck. Did they even did DuckTales ever do a crossover with Darkwing?
Like a proper one? No, I don't think so.
I mean, the only thing I know the connection was just like there was characters that showed up on each other's show,
but it wasn't like a crossover episode. No.
Yeah, not like like like
I know they did in the modern series. They had a crossover episode, even though
yeah.
Duck, it's like Darkwing Duck's not even out anymore. But whatever.
Mhm.
But
Well, they're apparently bringing that back. Like that's like spawning its own show now.
okay. We're running on like an hour 10 now.
Yeah,
That time.
Yes.
we get wildly off topic.
Yeah, but look, our minds were on Goofy the whole time. Clearly. Any last thoughts before we head out?
I hate Mondays and love lasagna.
Nice.
Connor,
That was my last thought.
was it really?
Was saying nice.
Oh,
Ha, nice.
all right. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you guys get notified when a new episode happens. Yeah, man. We're keeping this truck
Sub
rolling.
to our OnlyFans.
We don't have any of those. Maybe one of these days.
No, maybe you don't.
Maybe you don't.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
But yeah, leave comments. We're reading them. But yeah, we love you all. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye. You done?